Well, here we are in Colorado. We're in Unit 62 and just got here after almost day and a half, almost 2 full days of driving. And now we're driving up to camp. We don't really know where to go, but hopefully we can find a good camp set up and get some deer down. And looks like it might snow tonight, but then we'll have pretty good weather for the rest of the week. So we'll see how things go. Well, it's been snowing for about the past 3 hours. We've been working on getting camp set up and it's been busy. So we're pulled into the snowy field. There's about, if you can see that, probably about, I don't know, 8 inches of snow there, but some spots is a lot deeper. We got our trailer here. There's the main road right up there by that fence line over there. Haven't even unloaded the four-wheelers yet, although we don't know how useful they're going to be. We have our sleeping tent set up right here with no lantern yet, so it might be dark in there, but this is where we're all going to be sleeping. And still snowing a little bit, but clouds seem to be breaking. And then here's our cooking tent, where we have wood stove burning already. Lanterns going, we're getting everything set up for cooking. We're all starving, it's dinner time.
Yeah, you're a long ways away from that. Tell you that.
Well, we just spotted our first deer of the trip off this cut here. As you can see, there's a lot of snow on the ground. We finally got to low enough elevation where the snow is not so bad on the road. We have about 18, 19 inches up at camp. As those deer run off into the woods. Oh, there's a third one. There's more with them, Dad. Well, we decided to bail off after those deer that we saw. And first time we've been hiking around in here, and it's some beautiful country. And it's the first spot we've seen that's just loaded with deer sign. We saw about 6 more does coming through the trees. Now I just need to go find a buck so that I can get a birthday buck for my birthday.
That's a bit.
Well, it's been a tough hunt so far. We did see a few deer this morning. A little 2-point buck, and he had another buck with him, but we never got a good look at him. So we've just been going from spot to spot and glassing and trying to figure out where these deer are hanging out. We're right about snowline right now, as you can see, and at camp we have about 20-25 inches of snow. So the deer are lower than we were expecting, and it's been tough finding them, so hopefully we can find some more soon. Well, since we've been having a hard time finding the deer up near snowline, at least any bucks, we decided to come and check out the winter range. As you can see, some open sage with some juniper mixed in. Some great looking country, but we're just not seeing a ton of deer sign. I think this is too low for them at this time of year. Probably have to move up a little bit closer to snowline at least in order to find them, unless we get another snowstorm. Well, we just got our first buck of the trip. We've been hunting through this juniper sage flat here, and we saw one doe this morning, but that was it. We just met a couple hunters that came up from the bottom. They said they'd seen a herd with 2 bucks in it, and no more than 5 minutes later, we spot a doe at 120 yards, and then this buck walks out behind her. I know he's not a big one, just a 2x2, but he's my biggest buck to date, and I'm thrilled with him. He's exactly what I was hoping to get. So we got some meat in the freezer, and some work ahead of us, but a good buck altogether. I'm really happy with it. Well, it's about 3 in the afternoon. We just heard word from Alec that he got a nice big buck down in the lowlands. He saw a big buck here this morning too, so we're going in and see if we can find him. And we just spotted this doe pretty much in the center of the screen in the trees. We're waiting to see if there's anything with her, but she is on private, so We'd have to wait for them to jump the fence either way. There's a little 2-point right alongside that fence line. I think Clint's gonna take a shot. I think you dropped. Well, Clint, you just dropped a buck. How do you feel?
First time in 16 years.
About time. Awesome. Let's go take a look at him.
Get my pack.
Yeah. Well, Clint just dropped his first buck in 16 years. So right now we're walking up on it, seeing if we can find him. He's somewhere in the sage. We saw him drop. There he is. It's only a 2-point, but like I said, 16 years since his last buck, Clint was ready to shoot. And it was a 1-hit, perfect kill, dropped him in his tracks. Perfect little buck. Great job, Clint. Okay, Clint, let's hear the story.
Well, we just came to the top of this this mesa, and we looked over the top, and there was a buck right along the fence. We couldn't tell whether he was in legal land or not, and once we determined he was, got a nice setup. He turned broadside and we dropped him.
Perfect, 1-shot kill. It's just the way it's supposed to be. Great job.
Awesome.
Well, we just walked up on Mel's buck. Clint shot his buck right over there, if you can see the orange, on the other side of that fence. And we walked around the fence. It's still on private over here. It's just kind of an encircled enclosure there. Still in public, I mean. And we saw this buck watching us work on Clint. So called Uncle Mel back over, and he made a great shot. Missed him the first time, but perfect shot in the second shot. And we have a great buck to boot. Not every day you get 2 bucks in the truck by 9 a.m. in the morning. It's been a good one.
Hey, sweet, I think I'm recording right now, an accident. Hey, what are you doing?
Somebody smoked me out of the trailer. Can't.
Oh, can't imagine who that is. I think I'm accidentally videoing. Can you believe that? I think I'm videoing. Am I videoing? I think I am. Do you think I'm videoing, Dad? I think so.